right. We ready to get the meeting started? You guys are lively. I usually have to ask that twice. Are you ready to get the meeting started? There we go. All right. That's pretty awesome. Cool. You guys are still sugared up from Halloween. All right. Well, welcome everybody to Midwest Jeepthing's November club meeting. Hopefully y'all had a good Halloween. And as we just noted, y'all are still sugared up, so that's good. Woo! At any rate, we'll do some quick board introductions so you get an idea for those who haven't been here before who's up on the stage here. So real quick, my name's Tommy Davis. I'm the president for the club this year, 2019. We usually talk about what our CB handle is, also what we drive. So my CB handle is Solicit. I've been doing sales for over 20 years, so that makes sense. And we have a 2008, we being myself and my bride over there, Mary. Wave your hand. There we go. No, not you, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I love you too, Jimmy. And anyway, so we have a 2008 JK named Black Valentine Remix, and then we have her 95 YJ that's called Happy YJ. And I'm going to hand the mic to Mr. Cooley.
Hi, I'm Dave Cooley. I do Jeep stock. And I drive a 2013 JKU. Oh, that's it.
Oh, sweet.
Hi, I'm Robbie McDonald. I am the vice president this year, and I drive a 2012 JKU. Name? Project Alice.
I'm Tim, I'm club secretary. I have a 2014 JKUR and a 2018 Compass. That's a lot of pressure on the spot.
Hi, I'm Rich Wright. I'm your Director of Vendor Relations. I have a 1980 CJ7 and a 2005 Jeep LJ.
What you said? And I'm Colin Wright. Hi. I Director of Public Relations for this year. I drive a 2013 JK Rubicon nicknamed Dirty Paws, which has an injured paw right now, but it's going to have bionic feet soon, so watch this space. And a 2017 Cherokee named Scooty Puff Jr.
He's like that every time.
I'm TJ Schilling. I am the director of events. I drive a 2008 JK. It's called Punsor. It's the one that likes breaking down on the highway. I go by Schilling on the CB if anybody hollers at me.
All right. We're missing Randy. He is our director of trails. He's actually out in Branson enjoying that region. And then we're also missing our webmaster, Raz, for those of you who didn't know. He actually just moved to Japan, but he's still doing work for us from all the way over in Japan, so that's pretty cool. Tomorrow he's doing work. Thank you. It confuses me enough as it is. Thanks, Colin. So at any rate, before we continue, who hasn't signed in yet? Who has not signed in? It's important because you might win something. Mr. Borders, anyone else? All right. Could you do me a huge favor? Oh, thank you. Oh, Tandy didn't. Where were you? Where were you?
I'm Tanya Kwiatkowski. I'm the treasurer this year, and I go by Enginette on the boards.
And your Jeep?
I have a 2012 JKU. And the name? It doesn't have a name. The license plate says up there, but that's about it.
All right. Sorry about that. All right, cool. So sponsors, I see we have quite a few sponsors out there. Rich, you want to talk about our sponsors a little bit? And then I know you'll talk a little later on, but you can do some intros.
Got a few sponsors in the house this evening. We got Scott from Axle Boy. I go in the back. Scott, you want to say anything? No, but you can. Yeah, you are.
Hey guys, Scott from Axle Boy, out in O'Fallon, building Jeeps and stuff.
That was outstanding. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. Bill, want to speak to the crowd? No? Bill, our host, right here. There you go. Hey, Bill. All right. There you go. Good deal. Thanks. Good deal. got Holly from Cassins. There you go.
Hi, everyone. We're your somewhat local Jeep dealer, about 20 minutes north of St. Louis, up on the Illinois side. Just so you know, there is a huge deal going on with employee pricing on all 2019 vehicles left. So this is something Chrysler has not done in over 10 years. So if you are looking, this is a very good time.
Thank you. All right. Greg and Lois Mans.
Hi, I'm Lois Mans of Farmers Insurance. I drive a 1974 CJ5 Jeep, dressed out in Army. And just wanted to tell everybody that please disconnect your hoses on the outside, because if they freeze, you may have a claim, and you don't want to do that on your home. On your home, yeah. On your home, on your home, on your home. No, we don't do that. Don't do that. And then
questions on that.
oops, home. And I'm always available to do some quotes to see if we can save you some money for the holiday season to get some more presents for your family. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. All right. Last but not least, you have Tony Millinger.
Hey, I'm Tony. I take photos and make videos. I've had a lot of people lately asking me about Christmas photos, and so I want to do a special for the members specifically. Little mini sessions. You get about 15 photos for $150. It'll take about a half an hour. If you can sign up in the next 2 weeks, I'll just do it for $150. Usually it's in between $200 and $250. So, and I'll put that on the Facebook thing, but this is a nice way to just, I can recommend some places to get like canvas prints and stuff like that. But for the photo mini session itself, I'll do it for $150. So, yeah, come talk to me. It's starting to fill up. Like I'm running out of dates because it gets dark at like 2 p.m. these days. So so come talk to me if that's something you're interested in. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Anyone else? That's it. Anybody else? Cool. Awesome. Thank you, sponsors. Our sponsors take great care of us. It's pretty cool. We see, Holly at Cassins. They've hosted some events, done some cool stuff. Scott was out on the trails with us this past weekend. Tony's going to try to make this face look good the day after Thanksgiving. Thankfully, Mary will be there to help us with that. Anyway, our sponsors take great care of us, and we try to get out there and return the favor. Robbie noted that Holly's special. It's buy one, get one free on the Jeeps, we understand. Right? Yeah. Oh, she said, I saw a nod. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, all for you. Good deal. All right, so let's get the meeting called to order. We have a lot to cover tonight. As you know, it's nomination night for the 2020 board. So, yeah, all the excitement's over there, but okay, cool. So, with that said, meeting will now call it to order. Let's get busy here. October 7th meeting minutes were posted on October 15th by Tim. Are there any corrections to those minutes? Sweet. If not, the minutes are approved. With that said, I'm going to hand the mic to Robbie. He can talk to us about the swag store.
For those you don't know, we have an online store at Send It Off Road. If you go on their website and look for our logo, we have all of our shirts and hoodies, and I haven't been on there in a minute, actually. I was going to order some more stuff before the year was over. And Tanya just informed me they were really busy and kind of running behind, but she just ordered some shirts for new sponsors, and they came in rather quickly, so they should be back on schedule. And that's about it.
All right. We'll just keep trucking here. You ready for Treasurer's Report? Sweet.
So we ended October with a cash balance of $326. That was due to wheeling fees for Jeeping 101 that was paid by cash, and we had some expenses for postage and club stickers and renewing our annual registration with the Secretary of State. Our BMO Harris account ended October with over $20,000. That some of the expenditures we had were basically Jeep stock. We reimbursed the guides and gunners who volunteered their time to make that event successful. And we also had some, let's see, that's good enough. And then PayPal, we ended October with a little over $8,400. The big chunk of that was memberships. They keep rolling in, so I guess that's great to hear that our club is growing. I'm sure Tim will talk about that a little bit more. I do keep a copy of this if anyone wants to come up and take a look at it. This is open to all members to see where your money is going. And if you have any questions, feel free to come up and ask.
Cool. Thank you very much. Tim, you want to talk to us about secretary stuff?
All right, guys. So as of last count, we are at 545 active paid members. Yeah, it's been going up every month. I had a couple people sign up before the meeting today. If you guys need to renew or looking to start a membership or have any questions about what your membership looks like, please come see me after the meeting. Be more than happy to help.
Sweet. How about you, Mr. Coleman?
Hi there. Now I got to turn the camera around. There we go. Hey there. Public relations stuff. So Facebook's been fun lately, as it always is, but I appreciate the help that we've been getting there. I'm trying to delay here while I bring up a picture here so I know what I'm talking about. So we're going to be kicking off our yearly Build the Calendar campaign. I think that's what we'll call it now. So last year we started a little earlier, so this year we're getting a little bit of a late start. Right now, the plan is to get the place to post the photos set up hopefully tomorrow, and do submissions through 11/20, which will give you about 2 full weeks to get your bestest pictures out there. Voting from 11/20 through 11/30, and then we'll start getting them printed and try to get them ready for sometime in December delivery, so that instead of it being a 12-month calendar that's only got 10 months of usage, we can maybe get it ahead of time. That'd be kind of cool. That's kind of the big thing on my list. I don't know that I remember anything else that's going on aside from that. So there you go. Cool.
Actually, Rich.
Sponsors. Last month we had a new Platinum Plus sponsor. It's Hellbent. I'd like to welcome them to the Midwest Jeepthing family. I'd like to, in general, thank all of our sponsors this year. Been a great asset to the club. Helped us do a lot of things. And if you guys get a chance, please solicit our sponsors if you need our products or services. We also have a soon-to-be-announced a gold sponsor coming next month. And like I said, please solicit our sponsors if you can. And thank you for sponsoring Midwest Jeepthing.
Awesome, thank you. Sweet. Yeah, definitely our sponsors need a round of applause. All right, so I forgot something that before we dove into the business. Oh, thank you. Who here, this is your first time at one of our meetings? All right. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Everybody stand up, please. If somebody raised their hand next to you and they're not standing up right now, call them out. Thank you for doing that. All right, good deal. So here's what we're going to need you to do. I'm going to hand the mic to you. Tell us your name and where you're from, how you heard about us, and what you drive. I'm going to hand them. Oh, here we go. Thanks, Dave.
Hi, I'm Danny. I drive a 2018 Renegade by the name of Remy. Hello. This guy on YouTube. Yeah. West Plains, Missouri. 3 hours.
3 hours away?
3 hours.
Just for us?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Hi, I'm April. I drive a 2020 Rubicon Gladiator. This guy is the reason I'm here. What else did you want? Troy, Illinois. Sorry.
I'm Lauren. I'm from St. Anne, and I drive a 2018 JKU named Cher.
And how'd you hear of us?
Facebook.
Facebook. Thank you.
I am standing up. My name's Jeff. I'm from High Ridge, and I drive an 18 JLU.
How'd you hear about us?
I'm here because of these guys.
Brian Dell, 2006 TJ, Facebook, Eureka, Missouri.
Who else? I saw more hands back there, didn't I? No? That it? You? You can say it. Who you?
I'm Sean Ransom, and I ride in a 95 YJ.
Hey, you there? Do we have some? White shirt back there? Yeah. They're telling on you, man. Thanks, Kitty. Everybody else said it.
Okay. What the heck? My name's Dave. I live over in Illinois. I have a 97 TJ, and I heard through you guys from the guy I bought it from.
Awesome. Oh, there's another one back here too. We got another one hiding in the corner.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I have a 2017 JKU, and I heard about you guys from somebody that I deliver mail to on my mail route.
Thank you. Nobody else? Nobody else hiding over here, right? Hi?
Not really.
No?
I'm not really new.
Oh, is this your first meeting though?
It's my. I came to one meeting like 3 years ago.
You're still new. Let's say it again then.
But I'm Jim, and I have a '98 Jeep Cherokee, which is for sale. So come see me if you want one. And I just live about 4 miles down the road, down Manchester, down Big Bend. And I heard about you guys online on the Midwest Jeep thing.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, TJ. Thank you, everybody, for entertaining us. Well, at least me, anyway. I was the only one who thought that was funny. All right, so Randy, as I said, he's out of town. He didn't have much to report. When we talk about last month's events, we'll talk about his information from the 101. Then Raz, as we noted, he is somewhere in tomorrow in Japan. Did I say that right this time, Colin? There we go. Perfect. Okie dokie. So, you ready, Mr. Dave? Everybody, well, where's the sound? Pause, block it. Block it. Block it. Welcome to Jeepstock 2019. It's awesome to see so many new faces showing up today. So thanks for being a part of Jeepstock 2019.
Just run them in the reverse of what we did last night, because the trail will change going up it or coming down it. So as long as we're 35s or better, I don't think anybody's going to have any issue.
Welcome to Jeepstock! My favorite part about Jeepstock is all the Jeep family.
Not dying on log jams.
Got a lot of kids here today. Yeah, just keep the language clean. We got little ears listening. The last rule, which is the most important rule for me, what do y'all need to do today? Have fun. Everyone have fun, be safe today, Jeepstock 2019. here?
The guy in front of you because they might have to back up to make like a 3-point turn.
Who had a great Jeep stock? Carnage report was a little rough today. Some of y'all hurt your Jeeps pretty good. We want to thank this fine man behind me, Brandon, and the whole S'more team. What do you think of this park here? All right, let's get rolling with some raffles. We're going to give away a bunch of stuff, all kinds of cool stuff that was donated by a range of sponsors. But you know what? Most importantly, thank you for attending Jeepstock, being a part of this fun event. Thank you all for coming out to Jeepstock 2019. We hope you had a fantastic time the last few days.
Couldn't resist that, you know?
Oh, man. I was wondering why they wouldn't let me watch that. I'm going to change my appointment for pictures. Oh, that's good. Tony Mellinger put that together. Pretty amazing stuff. Thank you, man. That was awesome. So, yeah, I don't know. You left me speechless, and that's not an easy thing to do. Anyway, for those who don't know, my Jeep used to be yellow. Now it's black, and my wonderful friends have nicknamed it something that I didn't want it to be nicknamed. Check, check. Anyway, its name is Black Valentine Remix. We're going to stick with that. All right. There it is again. Do I need to stay here? I think we're okay. All right. Well, do you have any other entertaining things for us? No, I think that's it. All right. Has planning begun already for Jeepstock 2020? January it starts. So Susan will get you under control at that point. She's the one who really deserves the biggest round of applause. Susan. Yeah. And that was just for tolerating them. Now for Jeepstock, she just. All right, good deal. So we'll just do a quick events recap over the last month here. TJ, you want to do the recap? Or you want me to cover that? I'm going to let you do it, man. Nope. Well, if you didn't print it, I got it. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see here. The members only run down at Flat Nasty. We ended up canceling that. We didn't get much in the way of registration. We definitely take ownership of that. We were a little late in the game in announcing the event and the location, so that was nobody's fault but our own. So we still need to put together a game plan on how we're gonna get something else on the calendar. So stay tuned there. Our fall colors run was, I can't skip this one. Midwest Jeepthing's Fall Jeeping 101. That was on October 20th. It was a Sunday. We do 2 101 classes every year. We do a spring and a fall. And for those who aren't familiar with that, basically the 101 class is the morning is classroom, and then the afternoon is application. So you actually take what you've learned and you go out on the trail. There's trail guides out there that'll help you throughout that afternoon on the trail. So we actually maxed that class out, which I believe Randy said we've done for, I don't remember the number, but the last many classes we've sold out. 50 Jeeps, and that's not including the volunteers. So thank you to all the volunteers. I see a lot of you out there who are out helping with your Jeeps and with guiding and coaching and that kind of thing. So thank you very much. And we had 115 total people at Jeeping 101. Yeah, pretty cool. So October 20th, we had the trunk or, did anyone go to the trunk or treat at South County? I didn't notice.
We had about 80 Jeeps total that showed up.
Okay, so South County Dodge put on, that's at Auto Plaza. South County, no? They had a ton of people. Okay, we didn't get a count. So we were part of 2 trunk or treats this year. We had one with South County, and then another one that we did with Auto Plaza down in DeSoto. They're Quick Lane that they have at their dealership there. So we had a small number of Jeeps show up at the Auto Plaza one this year. Mother Nature didn't do us any favors, so hopefully next year we get a good day for it and it's not so rainy and cold. But nonetheless, I think you said about 100 kids come through, something like that. All right, cool. So actually, the Jeeps are the Jeepers are the ones who kind of wussed out on that one. All right, kids were out there getting wet and cold. They didn't carry candies in that was on the line. All right, Haunted Halloween Run. I saw a few of you out there. Saw the Gladiator was tearing it up again. I'm gonna call you out though, brother, because every time your Jeep's going up waterfall, you're not behind the wheel. You make her do it. Uh-huh. I think you need to be behind the wheel next time, man. All right, so she says I agree. All right, so we had a few Jeeps out there for the Halloween run out at Moonlight. Looked like a good time. Stayed out there for a while. How late did that go? 3:30 in the morning. Glad they had fun. I was asleep. Fall Colors Run, that was this past Saturday. I didn't get a count on Jeeps, maybe 25-ish or so Jeeps showed up for that at Moonlight again. I had a fantastic time myself. Speaking for myself, I think everyone else did too. Who here went to that? Oh, pretty good number of you out there. So it was a good time. Had several newbies out there, which is cool. I love it. So we had a couple actually, and to give credit to Mr. Orlando over here, he actually we put him on the spot and he helped tail the group. You tailed for right? Tail the group and Patty. Oh, is she here? Oh yeah, there she is. And Patty, we really put her on the spot. Because she actually led a group and had no idea she was going to lead a group until she got there. So she did a fantastic job. Everybody reported back that you killed it. So thank you very much. So anyway, Fall Colors Run was a good time. Yeah, round of applause for that. That's pretty cool stuff. All right, so let's get to some new business. New business here. If you've looked on our Facebook group, you'll notice at the top of the page we have a post that's pinned. And in that pinned post, we talk about various off-road organizations that we, as Jeepers, can join and be a part of to promote our hobby, to help land, help us continue to get access to land and things like that that are important to us and our hobby. So if you haven't done that yet, I encourage you next time you have Facebook up, go to our group and look at that pin post and go through there. You're going to see probably 7 or 8, maybe more organizations listed there. So the challenge was laid by by several of the members that have been a part of our club for many years, and they said, "Listen, man, it's cool, that we are a part of a lot of neat charities and we help the local community, but we're an off-road club. Shouldn't we give a little bit more attention to the off-road groups as well? And so the challenge was we need to get back to that. We accepted the challenge. They gave us some information to read. We as a board collectively considered that, and so we narrowed it down. We are already members of Tread Lightly. You'll hear, if you've been to one of our 101 classes, you'll hear us reference Tread Lightly a lot. Tanya, actually, you just renewed or going to renew it's in the process, so we remember last year, we'll be a member this year. We have been for I don't know how many years, but we'll continue with the membership of the Tread Lightly. And then we decided as a board that we're also going to join the Blue Ribbon Coalition. And this was something that was pointed out to us as a good organization. So they have two membership levels for a group. They have the standard, or they call it the basic, and the premium. For the moment, we're going to go ahead and do the basic because this is our first time at it. But it's only $125 a year. And basically what the Blue Ribbon Coalition does is they're out there working on our behalf to make sure that we continue to get access to the lands that we want to go enjoy, right? So we have Tread Lightly to teach us to take care of that land so we don't lose it for dumb reasons, right? We don't want to lose it because people tear stuff up. And then we have these guys, this group going out ahead of us and making sure that we continue to get access to that land. So there you go. And thank you. A lot of those folks are in the back. Thank you for that challenge. Hopefully you're happy with the decision of the board to go ahead and join Blue Ribbon Coalition. Cool? Awesome. Thank you. I did list here's what we get, by the way, with the basic membership. We get, really a couple of decals. One of y'all is going to get a couple cool decals. A membership card. We're going to get a banner that we can hang up. So like Jeep Stock and some of our bigger events, you'll see us put up that banner so we can actually promote that. And then we'll get some magazines and other good little stuff and a discount, but none of that really matters to you all. But the point is, we're supporting an organization that supports our hobby. All right, upcoming events. TJ, this is you, man. You're up.
This is about probably the shortest one I get to do all year since the year's almost done. November 28th is our really next event. It's going to be a Thanksgiving Hot Springs run. It's not really more of a club run. It's more it's one of those annual things that people just get together and do for the long weekend. The next is a big important one to us this year. We're doing a lot with it. I'm actually going to have Mr. Lucky here tell us about it. It's December 12th is our Jeep Van to Santa's Magical Kingdom. And David and Amberly was going to speak a little bit about it and some of the stuff we're doing this year for that.
Looks like I'm up. Hey, everybody. I'm the resident Christmas idiot, in case anybody hasn't met me. Basically, what we're doing, it's an annual event. Basically, everybody decorates their Jeeps. We go to Santa's Magical Kingdom, which is in Eureka. Last year, we had about 40 Jeeps. I hope to crush that this year because we've got a little extra motivation. Quick little thing. If anybody saw my Jeep last year, it's as simple as this. This is a kit that Sam sells. It's $12. This is a battery pack. That's 20 feet of Christmas lights, and this pack comes with 4 of them. So you can do the math. But basically what we're going to do, we're going to meet at the Holiday Inn next to Six Flags, which is actually directly by the park. So if you've ever been to one of these before, we used to meet at a commuter lot, and then we would have to caravan through a few miles, and we ended up getting broken apart and all that stuff. We're going to be right beside the park. A little bit of extra motivation to decorate your Jeep wonderful. We've actually adopted a family this year, so we're going to be collecting donations. She'll be telling you a little bit about the family. The family is actually going to be there at our Christmas light run. We're planning on leaving the lot at Holiday Inn at 6 o'clock. The family's going to be there at 5:30, so obviously if you can be there before 5:30, that would be great. The kids are going to get some presents, get their donations from us, and then the kids are actually going to go in our Jeeps. Good thing I cut it off there. Okay, that's you.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. Hi, everybody. So first and foremost, Christmas is huge for our family, and David kind of had that up last year with decking out the Jeep. Has everyone seen his Jeep on Facebook and how crazy he went? If not, we'll post a picture later. It's super awesome. So one of the things last year that we really wanted to do was kind of spruce it up and adopt a family. We got in a little late on that, so this year we started really early. And thanks to Laura Niehoff, is Laura here? No, she's a club. She is a club member. She got us connected to One Heart Family Ministries. Oh, yes, and here's our beautiful family that we've adopted this year. One Heart Family Ministries currently works with over 300 foster children and 90 foster families during the Christmas season. And this family for us was hand chosen by the director of that company or the organization that said, this family right here really needed a little bit of help this Christmas season. This is a family of 7. 3 of the children which are adopted and 2 are actually foster children. The ages range from 9, 2 6-year-olds, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. So to bring this a little bit of something, I'm going to try not to get choked up myself. Gosh, so about 4 weeks ago, I was sitting in a meeting at work, and a girlfriend of mine was talking about how a little girl that she knew and a family that she knew had a birthday party, a surprise birthday party for her, and the littlest child had a present set in front of her, and she didn't know what to do with it. And so her father had to help her open that gift. And when she found out that it was a baby doll, she cried tears of joy. She just didn't know what to do with herself. And I'm happy to report what an amazing small world this is, that the baby on the bottom here, the little girl in the glasses, that's our little girl. And that's super exciting for us, that we get to not only bless this little girl, but this whole entire family with a range of gifts. And I'll let David talk a little bit more about this, but they sent us a wish list, and you would be really surprised with what's on their wish list. A lot of these things are basic needs that they need. They just don't have the money to buy. I'm talking towels. I'm talking sheets. I'm talking a vacuum cleaner. I mean, these are things that they've asked for that everyone needs, that we just have the luxury, most of us have the luxury of just going out and purchasing, and this family doesn't. So with that being said, I'm going to give this back to David to give you a little bit more details on what we're doing to collect for this family.
All right, so there's going to be some ladies walking around. They've got some little boxes. Just try to fill them up. That's all really we want.
Are you going to start that donation?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I would like to start that donation with $100. I'm lighter now. Maybe I'll be able to talk without getting choked up. So basically, in case anybody isn't on Facebook, I've been trying not to just take over Facebook and wear everybody out with it. I'm just trying to keep people informed, but still keep it current with what's going on and people know what's going on. In case y'all didn't know, we have a PayPal account set up, which will be appearing here shortly. We currently have $345 in the PayPal account. If you would like to go to it, Midwest Jeepthing Charity at MidwestJeepthing.com. If you're familiar with PayPal, there is an option for friends and family. As long as you go through that section of PayPal, the club won't be charged for fees. There's a small fee for you to do the charity, but we won't be charged additional fees as long as you do the friends and family option. We've been working pretty good about trying to get donations outside of the Facebook and everything. I've contacted Magic House. They've donated an annual membership for the family. Oh, shit. Sorry, lawyers. So we got that. A lot of what we're doing, because the family's big and their house isn't, so we're not necessarily trying to collect as many toys as possible. Obviously, we've got our Amazon list that the parents actually picked. The registry that you guys have seen have picked out items for the kids, which is what we posted on our Amazon. If anybody wants to buy anything extra, obviously we would love to give it to them, or you can do cash donations, whatever it is. Gift cards, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Obviously, we're not going to turn anything down. You're getting handed flyers currently. Logan, I don't even know Logan's last name. Logan does some stuff at Hacienda, like manage or something. He's actually talked to the owners. There's a date, November 14th. As long as you take this flyer to Hacienda on November 14th and you hand it to your server, 20% of your ticket price is going to go to the family. We're also going to be doing... Yay, Logan! He's not here unless he's standing. I can't see him. We're also going to go ahead and do like a little toy drive. So if you want to bring any kind of toys or anything to that, we'll have a box available. We're just trying to collect as much stuff as we can. If we end up with a surplus of like toys that we're not giving this family, through the fostering system, we have access to a massive amount of children right now. So anything we get that's in excess, we are going to give directly to them, and they will find a good place for it. As far as not giving them a lot of toys, we are going for like lots of experiences. Like I said, we got the Magic House donated. We actually have a personal friend that donated a $125 gift card to Billy G's. We've contacted the babysitter of the family, so we're going to pay for 2 nights. We're basically giving 2 date nights to the family. So we're going to gift card some Ubers. We got gift cards for Billy Cheese, and then the babysitter's already paid for. A lot of the cash that we're collecting now is basically going to go to the items that we weren't able to put on our Amazon registry. So like towels, sheets. We're going to go to Sam's and buy like shampoo, detergent, everything people need, especially when you got 5 kids. I wasn't pointing at you. I thought the picture might still be there. So I think that's it. November 14th. What? Oh, Mr. Andy Orlando here. He has a wonderful donation that he did. Perfect example of thinking outside of the box. He has a fruit stand. Apparently it's called Troy Produce Patch in Troy, Illinois. He is basically going to deck out their house. He's donating a Christmas tree, poinsettias, wreaths, fruit baskets, and we're going to work with the family, and we're going to show up just after Thanksgiving, deck out their house. I have been in correspondence with the mom just through text. I've never actually spoken to these people, which is really weird. I'm trying not to say too much to them, but I was like, hey, is this an option that you guys would be open to? She's like a real tree? I was like, yeah. She's like, we've never had a real tree. I was like, perfect. If this is an option, we'll buy the stand, we'll deliver it, we'll set it up, we'll do whatever you need. So I think I'm done. Somebody take this.
All right, everybody give David and Amberly a round of applause. They really have been working on this pretty much all year. This has been a project that they've been helping with tremendously, and they really do obviously feel passionate about, so I'm hoping we can do a lot for this family. And the Hacienda thing, kind of, they're doing a lot for us in December because they're also hosting our Christmas party. So even, you go out the 14th of November, we're going to be there the 14th of December also. So that's our next real event for the year. That's for paid members. There is a $10 ticket fee for the Christmas party, but you either will get that back at the door, or as of last year, go to 50-50 raffle, and we'll decide. I think we figured out what the 50-50 is going for. I'm not sure, but make sure, guys, everything through the rest of the year is pretty much planned. We are looking at doing something New Year's Day. It does look like Moonlight is having their bash just for everybody that wants to go out there and watch some cool rock bouncers. Moonlight is doing that. I know Austin would like me to mention that. And yeah, that's on the 4th. I'm sorry. It's the Saturday after New Year's, but we're still planning something for New Year's. We just don't know what yet. And guys, I'm planning out next year's calendars. And like I talked about last month, if you have any dates to block out, like if you know anything that the club could be interested in, I know a lot of the lifers back there, they plan these big trips. I try not to plan stuff on the same dates. Let me know that. And I try to make it, I don't want to have a lot of conflicting things going on. So just get to me if you know a date that you want me to block out or something like that. And that's pretty much all I have for the rest of the year. Pop-up runs, if you plan on doing more pop-up runs, post them up we have a Facebook page, a Facebook group, and we have a website. You can post them on all of there if you want people to join you. And if you don't, then don't post it on there. So, all right, nothing else for me.
Awesome. Thank you, and thank you, Luckies. That's pretty awesome. All right, so we have one other thing I need to add. So November 16th, we raised $3,600 for Camp Hope. I forget the number was pretty big. So Jeep Stock, we always have, we raise money for Camp Hope. The club then, we matched that this year. Y'all voted to match that. So on November 16th, we're going to go make the road trip down to Camp Hope, which is just south of Farmington, and we're going to deliver that check. So the plans on how that day will unfold, that will go up here in the next week or two. It has to be the next week because the 16th around the corner. But at any rate, we would love nothing more than for a bunch of Jeeps to get together and all of us roll down there in one big line and present that check. What's pretty cool is there will actually be some veterans there. They're going to be out there hunting. So hopefully we'll hang out there. So at some point we'll see them probably around lunch or something. But at any rate, they are going to actually have some veterans down there. So it won't be just presenting the check to the Camp Hope volunteers, but also to some of these veterans. So if you're interested in that, watch our Facebook group. We'll be putting the event up. And we would like, if you plan to attend that, please click going when you see that. And we always get the question, well, you know, my Jeep is a trail rig or my Jeep's broke. Can I drive my truck or car or whatever? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is about just showing these veterans that we care and we support them. So there we go. November 16th. That is a Saturday. I think that about covers the event. So let's get to the main event. I don't have the voice for that. Sorry. 2020 Board of Directors nominations. Y'all ready? There you go. Cool. All right. So here's the deal on nominations. You have to be present to be nominated. So if you were thinking you're going to stick your homie who is not here, they have to be here. They have to be present, and your membership has to be current. So that's an important one as well. If only one candidate is nominated for the 4 positions that we're about to talk about, nominations will then be again reopened in December at our December meeting before elections. With that said, well, any questions before we dive into it? Sweet. I'll now open the floor for nominations. So nominations are now open for President of the Club 2020. There we go. Boom. Should I drop the mic? That's awesome. It might break. Dave will catch it. All right. Any other people that we want to nominate for President of 2020? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Important. Important. I just made up a new word. You're welcome. It sounded like Bugs Bunny. It's important. Anyway, Tanya, do you accept that nomination? Hey, she accepted. She just sighed. Oh, that was priceless. Oh, my goodness. All right. Any other nominations for president before we close that nomination for tonight's meeting? All righty. So nominations are now open for vice president for 2020. Tim Watchering, do you accept? He accepts. Any other nominations for vice president 2020? All right, I know, right? Everyone's like, those poor fools. They're on the board now. They know what they're getting themselves into. Yay for Tim. Thank you. Absolutely. Thanks, Jane. Actually, Tim has, and she well knows, Tim has one of the most difficult jobs on our board currently as secretary. I have no idea how he keeps up. When he talks about 545 current members, he's the one doing all the shuffling and keeping things current. So, yeah, that's right. No, he already accepted. He's on the hook. Oh, no, we're on the way to secretary. No, secretary is the easiest job. You get your car washed and detailed. That's a good point. Dang it. Nominations are now, or excuse me, any more for vice president before we close that? All right, cool. Nominations are now open for secretary of 2020. Yes? Patrick, where are you at? Where is he? There he is, way back. Oh, clever. You can't hide. Do you accept, brother? He accepts. Round of applause for Patrick. The easiest job on the board. Any other nominations for secretary? Y'all making this easy. All right, we'll close those nominations. Now on to treasurer. Nominations are now open for treasurer for 2020. I know Tanya, she's done a fantastic job. It's hard to fill them shoes, isn't it? Nominations for treasurer 2020. Chirp, chirp. Going once, going twice. All right, we'll push that nomination into the December meeting. So we'll close those nominations. If by chance you know of someone who might be interested in being treasurer, or if any one of you are thinking about it, but like, oh, I want to talk to somebody first. Is it okay if I encourage them to talk to you? Shoot Tanya a note. She's done a killer. Has Tanya done a killer job with it? Is it super easy? She said because it's super easy. Yes. Patty Fitzgerald, do you accept? She accepts. There we go. Sweet. Good call. Good call. And the 11th hour. All right. Well, now I have to throw it back out there. No, I'm just kidding. Any other nominations for treasurer? Sweet. Well, now we'll close them again. Thank you very much, Patty. Appreciate that. So that is that. If there are no other nominations, the nominations are officially closed for this meeting. We'll post the candidate list. So basically, if you go to MidwestJeepthing.com, if you're a paid member, you can get into the members-only forum. And in that members-only forum, Tim, as you well know, we talked about it earlier, he always posts the meeting minutes. And in those meeting minutes, you will see a list of those names in the meeting minutes for this particular meeting. So is it fair to say within a few days you'll have those up? In a few days, you'll be able to see that list of names if you want a little bit of a refresher. I do want to go ahead and continue a little bit with this and say that if you don't really have a desire to necessarily serve on the board, but you feel the itch to help in some way, shape, or form, man, I tell you, we'll use it. We are a big club with big events and a lot going on. You know, we have people like the Luckies who step up and lead things like Christmas and I'm being told to say something, $1,000 raised tonight. That's awesome. Thank you all for supporting that. But we have all kinds of things going on. So whether if it's talking to TJ about leading an event, or if it's you just want to lead a trail group, or maybe you just want to or tail gun for a trail group, if you want to help, talk to the board and let us know you want to get plugged in. And let us know whether you really want to get plugged in or just a little bit just to get your toe in the water, whatever it is. We'll find a way to get you plugged in. Is that true, board? Yep, absolutely. Last thing before we move into concluding the meeting, I will thank the board again in the December meeting and have a little speech there to wrap up the year for us all, but I do want to thank these fine people for serving our Jeep family this past year. I think they've done a fantastic job. Would you please give these people a round of applause? We started the year a little rough and had some big challenges, and I think that I know that our board absolutely killed it and handled it in a way that I have chills right now. I was so proud of us. So anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit next month. So with that said, did anybody not sign in tonight? This is your last chance. We got someone back there. All right. You mind running? Thank you. Mr. Cooley's coming to you. All right. So as he's doing that, we'll talk about a few other things. How'd the servers do here tonight? They take good care of you? Man, I tell you what. Bill and his crew here, I can't thank Bill and his team enough. We've been here for 2.5, 3 years now. This place is awesome. So I love this place. I wish if Bill's within earshot, thank you, Bill, for letting us terrorize your place the first Monday every month. Make sure you, well, I think they've already handed out the folders with your receipts and stuff. I hope you tipped them well because they deserve it. We're a gnarly group. So make sure you tip your servers well. If you want, we need 81 tonight. Yeah, that's a good number. So while Colin does the random number generator to see who won the little prize here, if you want to come up and talk to Tim about club memberships, he'll be hanging around for just a little bit. If you want to learn a little bit more on how to buy some swag, find Robbie. You'll probably be outside floating around a parking lot, I'd imagine, for a little bit. Yeah. 18. Who was number 18? Ken Mangy, am I saying that right? Ken? Mange, sorry. Hey, there you go. You won $25 that was donated by Highway 61 Roadhouse. Could you hand that over? Thank you very much, and thank you, Highway 61 Roadhouse, for hooking us up with another prize to give away. All right. Well, with that said, yes. Yes.
I want to talk about the sponsors one more time this evening, specifically the 101 class. We had 3 sponsors we really need to thank for that class. Greg and Lois Manns from Farmers Insurance, 3-time sponsor of the Fall 101 class. All right. Axel Boy and his crew for helping teach the class. And of course, Roy Teeter of PEM for hosting the class. All right.
No? Okay. All right, thank you. Randy would have covered that. I did not. Thank you for catching that. And thank you, sponsors, for helping with that. All right, is there any other further business we need to cover tonight? All right, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting? Other than TJ? Is there a second? All right, all in favor? Not? Everybody be safe getting home. Take care, everybody. Good night.